I'm very pleased and happy to be amongst you all today and to be able to talk to such a young audience. You're very welcome. It's really a privilege. We don't have this opportunity so often. We're used to talking to people either our age or older than we are. You know that the older we get, the less wise we get. And the more we need to talk to younger people and to listen to them and to learn from them. And it's really a very rewarding experience being with you and trying to listen to you and understand what you have to say and try to service you. We believe in this association, which, what's the association's name? Can you tell me? What does it stand for? What is it made of? Yes, Moroccan Association of Teachers of English is an association which, for whose purpose is to create the best and the most present situations for you to learn. That's all we do. We meet, we talk, we study, we go to universities, we try to write things for one reason: to make it possible for you to learn in the best way and in the most pleasant way. Do you think we're getting there anywhere closer to this?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Because we don't know. Unless you tell us, we're not going to know. Our association is an association of teachers, as you said, but the reason there and the purpose of teachers is to work with people who want to learn. Not people who have to learn, but people who want to learn. And you are a group of girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, who want to learn. Because you are among the best we found around us. You've been selected. You've gone through the selection process. And you are among the best we found around us in our schools. So it's also our pride. We're also proud to be with you and to be able to work with you and to provide you with opportunities that you can make good use of. We just hope that we are doing our job right and that we're doing our job in the best way that can help you, the best way we can help you. The Association of Teachers, or the Moroccan Association of Teachers of English, is also privileged because it has many friends and has many partners that work with it and that help it and that believe in its objectives and its missions. One of these partners is the partner we're providing the Access program with. It is, what's the program? Yeah, Access.
Yes.
What is the partner we're working with to provide the service?
Yes.
US? Reno, yeah. So, yeah, you're right. So that's the US Department of Education, etc. But Reno, what does Reno stand for? Regional English Language Office. It's our partner. And it's a privilege for us to be able to work with them because we have the same, we share these values. They also want to provide opportunities for you to learn. What do you think we want you to learn?
English.
Only?
Leadership,
You learn English anyway. Yes?
American culture.
Culture. What kind of culture?
American.
Leadership.
Foreign cultures.
Yes.
The
So
relationship between Morocco and USA.
relationships, how to maintain good relationships and good understanding with others. It's actually the United States because our partner is an American partner. So, on your behalf, I would like to tell them thank you, because they're helping us getting you the service.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get you right. Of course, we teach you English, and we want you to learn English and to be good speakers of English. But through the teaching of English, we want you to explore other things, values, what makes a citizen a good citizen, what makes a person who's good for her or his neighbors, how a person can be good for her or his country, for his nation, how a person can be good for themselves, for their own family, for their environment. You mentioned leadership. Yes, how a person, and this we want to do it with you through English, of course, how a person can be a good leader. Do you think a person can be a good leader if a person does not learn how to? No. Of course not. It's something you have to learn. So we are here to provide opportunities for you to learn them. I don't even say we want to teach you, because I don't think we know how to teach. We just want to help create opportunities and situations in which you can learn what you want to learn. So what I'm going to ask you to do is help us do our job. You need to tell us what you really want, what you want to learn. We want you to tell us what your priorities are, because we think we know what your priorities are. We may be wrong. We have experience. We think that our experience is good enough. But without your support, without your feedback, we're not going to be sure that we're guessing right. So we want you to help us know what your priorities are. So talk to us, share. We're here to listen. If you think that we are not listening, or if you're not listening well enough, you tell us. Say, hey, we're trying to say something. Listen to us. Because unless we listen to you and you listen to us, there is not going to be... Yes, what is it? Communication. Can anyone tell me what communication is? It's a very difficult word. I've been trying to understand what communication means for about 30 years. True. But I'm not sure I understand it. Can anyone tell me what is communication?
Exchanging ideas.
Exchanging ideas?
Understand each other.
Understanding each other?
To communicate with people.
Listening.
You're using the same word. Yes, of course. Communicating is fine.
Share
Yes?
ideas with others.
Sharing ideas.
The ability to interact with other people.
Conversing, creating conversations. Yes, and maintaining conversations. Anything else?
The ability to interact successfully with other people about particular matters.
Even older people can. Even teachers have nice
I would
ideas.
like to share our knowledge with our students.
That's yeah.
What we are doing.
What we're trying to do, all these things you said, are part of communication. Communication is part of trying to learn how to live together peacefully, understand each other, help each other, support each other, and create situations for each other to be happy. The pursuit of happiness. We don't talk about it very much. We go to school, we get together, because we want to be happy. We want to be happier. So we want, in what we're doing with you, to learn together how to be happier together. If we see that someone is not really happy, try to help them be happier. Now there is a team that's been trying to do these things. They're not all here. There are your teachers and the coordinators of your programs. Not all of them are here. And there is a team that's coordinating the program at the national level. And I'd like to, some of them are here, and I would like to say their names. They stand up so that you know who the people are who've been trying to make these things possible. So, to my left, Sir Mohammed Hassim, who is a former president of this association, and he has been, or has held all the positions in this association, and has been key to the success of this program from its beginning. And without him, I'm telling you, many of the things that this program has achieved would not have been possible. So give him another round of applause. We have Ennahda Amal Mhiwli. Has been with the association for years. She has also held many positions in it, and she's now within the National Organization Committee of Access. She's in charge of one of the most difficult parts of it, logistics. The books you get, the computers. When you don't get them, it's because she has a problem with him or with me, but it's not her responsible. We have Sir Latif Zubair, who is a current vice president of the association, and who has been also key in designing and developing the academic programs and the pedagogical activities that you have been, and that your teachers have been doing with you. And of course, all these people are working closely with your teachers and with your coordinators of your programs. So thank you very much, Sablati. Let's see Hamza Mahmoud. I told you that without Si Hassim, many of the things this project would not have been possible. And without the energy, the youth, and the ideas, I'm not really creating things, I mean everything I say, of Si Mahmoud, many of the things within the association, not only within this program, would not have been possible, and would not be possible. He works in Wazazat. Whenever we need him anywhere, he's whenever we wanted him. In Rabat, Marrakesh, Tangier, Fez, a lot of commitment. Thank you very much. We have Si Adil bin Bashir. Adil bin Bashir is coordinating a program in Marrakesh, and he's also a member of the National General Council of the Association, and in that quality he has been very key, if you want, in this program as well. We have Mustafa Zanzon. Is the richest of us all because he looks after the money of the association and of this program. And you know, I think he has the most difficult job, and the most demanding, and the most exacting, and the most tiring job, and the job that calls for most difficult skills. When we all go back to sleep, he goes to the accounting, and he has to make sure that every single penny has reached or has been spent where it has to be spent, and to make sure that all the accounts are right. And I'm telling you, it's not an easy job.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So please give him. I don't think I've forgotten anyone from the National Coordination Committee here present today. Have I? No. If I have, I'm sorry. Now, we have the coordinators, the regional coordinators, and the teachers. And of course, as you can guess, they are in the avant-garde. They are the people who are implementing the project. Without them, of course, all these people think, do things, but there is no relay with you. You would not be any happier, you would not learn anymore, you would not be here either. So for these teachers, and many of them, not many of them, all of them, have accepted to work on weekends. So they give up, and I'm using the word give up, their families, their kids, and they prefer being with you and with us. While they can spend that time with their families, to go to the beach or whatever. So thank you very much. And of course there is me also. My name is Abdulatif Zaki, and I have the privilege of being the president of this association. All these people do the work, they do the work, and I get the credit for it. They work hard, and people tell me congratulations and tell me you're doing a good job. I tell you the truth. They don't go to bed early. I go to bed whenever I want. I can turn off my telephone and not answer, but they can't. And the more people are telling me, oh, that conference was great, you did a great job. I tell them the credit goes to every single member of the association. Because in this association, everyone is equal. There is no difference between whoever bears the title president or chairperson or vice president or secretary general, whatever. Everyone does the work. And that's another thing we want you to observe and to learn from this association, and perhaps, we hope, to continue on your own. Create your own associations. Join other associations. So before I finish, I would like to welcome some students who are with us here, but who are not part of our team. The students from the Mathematics Olympiads. You're here? Where are you? Okay, now I'm going to give the floor to Sam to say a few words on behalf of our partner, and then I give the floor to Sayyid Mohammed Hassim to introduce the event and to talk to you about the history and an overview of FAST and why we're here today, in addition to what I have talked to you. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Well, first of all, I mean, like always, it's always a very, very good pleasure to be with the Access students. I've been having this pleasure for years now, and I'm longing to it, and I'm longing for it more and more every single year. I would like, on behalf of the Regional English Language Office at the American Embassy, to congratulate once again MATE, the Moroccan Association of Teachers of English, to organize such a wonderful event. I would like to mention one thing, is that the FAST, the Festival of Access Students' Talents, is a creation of MATE. We are not responsible for that. And that's why if we have to thank them, we have to thank them for a great range of things. I wonder if you know a bit about the Access program, because you now belong to the Access program. I would like just to shed some light on some history of the Access program. This program is an international one. It is now in 85 countries around the world. And it includes something like 85,000 students around the world. And guess what? This program, this international program, started in Morocco in 2003. So Morocco is the homeland is the birthplace of the Access program. That's why we are proud of. And it's not, Morocco is not only the homeland of the Access program, but to my knowledge, it is maybe the best. And I would like to mention one thing. It started in 2003 and Mate joined the program in 2007. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. In 2007. Before, it was a program that has a certain significance. The inception of this program was somewhat like ordinary. But since Mate joined the program, it has grown. Not only it has grown, but it has grown the spark that it has right now. So, as I told you, I have so many things to give the Mate. The list will be very, 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 very long. So, the Access program, you should, when I told you that it is quite pervasive in almost 85 countries around the world. So you are a part of a very big family, very, very big family. And you should be conscious of that. The Access program is a program about learning English, but not only about learning English. As C. Zaki pointed out earlier, that you learn so many things in addition to English. You have that enhancement activities component. You learn about how to perform, you know how to critically think, you know how to communicate, how to celebrate stuff, how to share values, the list will be long. And it reminded me, I have an anecdote to tell you. I have had the pleasure to accompany an American specialist who came to Morocco some years ago. And I was traveling with her, and she was quite an old lady. And I happened to talk to her about the program. And she said, well, the objectives of these programs, I do believe in, because this is how I see, how I conceive the education of my own children. I said, well, can you explain to me? She said, I don't want my son or my daughter to be a student in Harvard University. Come on. I mean, she was a very high specialist. How come? I mean, for me it was a kind of a weird thing. Everybody is dreaming of having his son or his daughter enroll at the Harvard University. She said, no, I don't care. Because she said, I don't want, like the Access program, I don't want my son to be the best in one subject, but I want him to be good in many subjects. And I mean, that day I got what the Access program is about, actually. As Mr. Zaki pointed out, we want you to be good students, but we want you to be good creators. We would like you to be good citizens. We would like you to be good poets, good musicians, whatever. I mean, a human being is a range of being so many things. So I don't want to get any longer with that. I would like to say thank you. I would like to say be proud of being part of this program. It is a wonderful program. Not only you are going to learn English, not only you are going to do activities that you maybe don't do in your public schools, but after you finish the program, and maybe while you are in the program, you have chances to get involved in many exchange programs that the U.S. Embassy offers, especially to Access students. I'm not telling you that you are all going to be going to the United States. No, but some of you are, for sure. for sure. It's highly competitive. But just be proud of being part of the big Access family. And last but not least, I would like to thank so much Mate for this. As I told you, since Mate joined the program is no longer the same. And particularly, I don't want to thank, I know so many people in Mate, but I would like, and everybody would agree with me, give a tribute to someone who, beyond the walls of the American embassy, this is someone who has been over these years my advisor and my counselor and my friend, and he did more than anyone else did for this program, even including the Americans. I would like to give a big tribute to Mr. Mohammed Hassim. For me, he is the real engineer of this program. I worked with him a lot, and I learned from him a lot. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Sir Latif. Sir Latif Khadra, as you know, as understood, represents Vilo here in this opening session. The floor is to Mohammed, who is going to introduce the program to us and give an overview of the FAST program.
Okay, thank you, both Abdulatif, for paving the way for me to give this introduction to the program of FAST. First of all, welcome to this event, all of you teachers, students, and coordinators, and guests. And here we have Robin with us from the ENS. You're welcome. And this is the fourth festival of Access Students' Talents. So we have run 3 fasts before. So our work has become more mature, and the program or the festival starts to get shape and to become well known, and so many other providers start to imitate the work that we do in FAST. This is good, in fact, because we are getting or giving an example of a successful program, and this is good for us. Concerning Access program in Mate, we have had 4 generations up to now, and we have served up to 2010 students. So we are the biggest provider in Morocco. Almost the third of the students, or more?
No, more than the third.
More than the third, yes. So we have invested a lot of energy, a lot of expertise, a lot of efforts. There's a big synergy here of a long heritage of Mate, which we try to invest in this program. Concerning FAST, FAST in fact represents the spirit of Access. Because if you see the program and if you see the components that we have here, and they are displayed in the roll-up, we have 4 main areas. We have performing arts and ICT productions, post-accession, and creative writing. And this is almost the main areas we have in enhancement. And as I said, enhancement is as a key element in Access program, because it's beyond the syllabus, beyond the textbook, beyond the traditional way of teaching and learning. And this is what gives Access program its ample pedagogical importance. We have 16 regions represented here. We'll have the privilege to have them introduce themselves after the break, but I'll just give the names so that every one of you know about each other, one another. We have Marrakesh. There is no order, specific order here. I'm just giving the name of the centers. So Marrakesh, Daraish, Tata, Taunat, Salib, Nimilal, Zabura, Taudant, Apurat, Gulmim, Tiznitz, Pro, Kaza, Gadir, Zawid, Sheikh, and Wazaza. So you see that.
Last one.
And
That's not fair.
what is not?
We have the last one.
No, there is no order.
There is the last one.
So we give you the privilege to be the first in introducing yourselves. So you are the first to present yourselves later. Okay? Why is that? Is the first to present themselves after the break. Okay, I'll go to the point. So we try to cover all parts of Morocco, especially the parts which are really a bit far from the center of Morocco, far from Rabat and Casablanca and big cities, and we go away to other places. Concerning the program, we have, apart from this opening ceremony and the introduction that we have later, we have three half days. And in all of the three half days, in each half day, all the components are represented. So we have poster sessions, we have performance arts and drama and public speaking and so on, and singing, and etc. We haven't yet inserted the names of the centers into the program. This is something we will do in our meeting with the coordinators. We'll sit down together tonight and distribute the centers around the program, and your teachers will inform you about the slots you are going to present for the coming three days. As you see in the theme, we have a theme there. What is it? For sustainable development. So sustainable development here is a broad term that touches upon many aspects of society and life in general, not only in Morocco but all over the world. And there is the word leaders, and here the most important sustainable development is developing human beings. So the program is meant for students, and we want our students in Access to become leaders, and we mean what we say, because we have lived experiences with many generations of Access, and they prove to be real leaders wherever they have gone, with the skills they have learned, with the knowledge they have accumulated, and so on. It enabled them to become key factors of change, positive change in fact. Because we want to have positive leaders and not just people who criticize and stop there. We want to criticize and build upon our own ideas and inventions and creativity. So we are sure that the 3 days we are going to live together will be exceptional for you and for us. And this is something that we live together for the previous 4 generations, and the students who come here always prove to be exceptional. And for you, it's an opportunity to meet students from all over Morocco and to start relationships together. And we want this relationship to continue later. And then we are sorry that we can only gather 5 students from each center. We want to have more. But the problem is that we cannot find a place that can gather about 480 students that we have in this generation of Access. It's difficult to find a place to hold this number. So we want you, as ambassadors of your centers, the things that you have seen here and lived here should be transmitted faithfully to your friends there in the places where you have come from. So promise to be good ambassadors to your friends and teachers who lived with you the whole program. Concerning the t-shirts and the caps, please try to wear them throughout the event. And we promise, and Mustafa is here with me, that your friends there, in the places where you come from, will get a cap, a t-shirt, and a bag for each one. So it's only a question of time. We will send them to their places later. And another thing, please try to keep the time, come on time, especially the starting of the program in each slot. The program is very overloaded, but if we start on time, we can finish on time and we can do all the things that we have. And we are filming all the activities, and as we did with the previous generations, we are going to share with you all the performances, and also this is an opportunity for your classmates to see what you have done and also to see what others have done. And I know that the previous generations were an inspiration to you because of these videos, and you have watched them many times, and I know this very well. So it is a good help for you and for them and for the coming generation of Access to outdo the previous ones. And I'm sure you are going to outdo those who have been here before you. This is a Sunnah al-Hayat. There is always improvement, and we are here to keep the improvement going on. Thank you, sir. Thank both of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed. One of the most important things Mr. Mohammed said is that while you're here, don't stay in your little team. I'm from Warzazat, they're from that. I mean, there's going to be a competition, of course, but we want you to know each other. So we were even thinking of an idea which perhaps we'll get into start implementing later on. It just needs to be thought about very well. Because when you're here, you stop belonging to the team, and we make new teams. We set up new teams so that we would have a team with 5 students each coming from a different region, from a different school, and that's our ideal, and we're working on it. So while you're here, please try to talk to each other, to get to know each other. Mohammed mentioned sustainable development. I have a question for you. You're very young and we are getting older. What are you going to do with us when we get too old to work or to walk or to? Can you tell us? Do you have plans for us when we, very old? What?
We're going to Colonial.
To do what?
Colonial.
Yes. Any other?
We're going to take your places.
Sorry?
We're going to take your places.
Yeah, we're going to leave them. But any
Old
other?
people fast.
Sorry?
For old people.
Any other ideas?
Fast for old people.
Fast for old people. Okay. So I think I want you to think about this question. And when we're closing, I'm going to ask you the same thing. What ideas do you have, or can you think of, for old people in this country here? In the past, people used to talk about solidarity, tadamun, all these things. That's not what we're saying. But what we're seeing today is that we're seeing people, old people, who are being left out in the streets. Their families not taking care of them, their children not taking care of them. I want you to think of this, and I want to ask you the same question at the end of this these 2 or 3 days. What do you think? How do you think this country here, this nation, this society can take care of its elderly, of its old people, when they're too old to take care of themselves? On behalf of everyone, I would like to thank you all for coming and to invite you to a small reception, a tea party. Perhaps it's going to be more than tea, but these are the problems with language which you're learning. You say, let's have tea, but we have other things. So let's break up for how long? For half an hour, and be back in half an hour. Thank you.